Hello and welcome to this video where I'll be going over everything that was announced at Granblue Festival over the last 2 days. So if you missed any news or you want some explanation on what was announced, this will be the video for you. Before we get into it though, I just wanted to talk quickly about the redesign on Granblue just because I've seen a bunch of questions. It's not really tied to the festival, but I thought I'd mention it. A lot of people are asking where are side stories, where are Arcarum, and a bunch of different things, because they used to be in this menu. So they've been moved from here up to, click the menu, right here, Trial Battle Side Stories Arcarum. So just a quick note, if you're wondering where they are, that's where they are. Okay, let's get into the news. So for anything Granblue related, if you are ever unsure on what's upcoming in the game, you can go to the front page of the wiki, and you can scroll down and you can grab this link here, Future Updates Timeline. If you click on that link, it will take you to Ormikin's timeline page, and this page will always list everything upcoming that we know about in the game. So make sure to check out that link. I'll be following along this and giving my thoughts. So starting at the top, of course, we have Roulette. As you probably know, we've had daily draws starting yesterday. You can get up to 200 rolls a day. Very, very fun stuff. Not much to say here. We do get a grand pick ticket. You don't have to do anything extra for this. The moment you pull in Roulette, you will get this grand pick ticket. Yes, a video for this will be made probably directly after this one, so stay tuned for that. I'll put a link in the top right or at the card at the end of this video or something like that. But yes, the main thing I want to point out, I've already put out a community post with this as well, is don't pick your grand from the ticket until you've used up all your free draws in both galas at the end of the year. There is a Flash Gala on December 28th, and there will be a New Year's Legend Gala. Please wait for free rolls on those banners before you choose your grand ticket target. I know it's hard to wait, but it's under 2 weeks. I know you guys can do it. You don't want to ticket something you already got. And the thing is, even if you are okay with getting the thing you ticketed, if you get super lucky, you might not be okay anymore. Or maybe one of the new characters that were announced might replace the character that you use. So either way, it's best to wait. I know it's hard, but it's only under, it's not even 2 weeks, I think. So just wait for now. All right, moving on. On December 24th, we will get new EMP support skills for the characters listed here. So briefly, if you guys don't know what EMP support skills are, essentially they're EMP nodes that you get on this particular grid thing here, and it's the final slot here. Now, generally speaking, these EMP skills aren't impactful enough to severely change a character. And on top of that, most of the time, if your character's already good, they don't tend to get anything good on that node, and it's more like a filler node or something maybe slightly okay. So chances are Grand Percy, who is probably the best character in the game, and other characters like Moog and Florence, you know, the meta ones here, will probably not get anything. So as an example, this is Naru Grand. Naru Grand on her EMP support skill got charge bar when you counter, which is ultimately a little meaningless. But if your character's on the weaker side, sometimes they tend to get good stuff. So an example I like to give is Herja. Herja SSR, oh sorry, wrong one. Herja SSR here got skill supplemental damage, which is obviously a good stat to get. So sometimes they might get things like that. Another one is a character like Danua, where they get sort of like a completely new passive. So in this case, she gets chance to convert turn-based debuff damage to HP recovery. So it's sort of like Randy's passive, or Earth Sandy's passive, where the chances, by the way, are 100. So basically any damage over time is now healing. So sometimes they get like actual new passives like this. Sometimes they just get a stat increase like Herja. Sometimes they get something meaningless. Ultimately depends on the strength of the character. So stay tuned for that. That is on December 24th there. All right, next up, we have a new Pela character coming in. This is an R version of Pela. It won't be a character you could use in combat. it will mainly be used as a skin for regular Paler, but it's Paler in a comfy outfit. There's a very sleepy dragon there too, very, very cute. And you can get this in the new Ramen event. At the end of the year, we always get this food-related ramen, food-related event where there's 2 factions and you choose one side and you sort of fight raids and you get points for your side. And in this event, basically, you'll be able to get Paler, but not only that, you'll be able to also get some of the older ones. So if you're missing Vajra, Kuvira, Vicky, or Katura, you'll be able to grab these guys, which is awesome. I'm missing Vajra and Kuvira, so this is really, really nice for me. Okay, on December 25th, another reason why you should be saving your grand ticket, sorry, from earlier. Another reason why you should be saving this is because there is a scamcha on December 25th. There's 2 scams, one for Legend and one for Flash. Each scam, you can choose 10 characters from the Flash or the Legend list, and you will basically have a 1 in 10 chance to pull one of those characters that you choose. So these will be worth 3,000 MOBA coins as always, which is about 3,000 yen. Convert that to your own currency. But yeah, it's one of the better scams in the year because it is full limited characters and you can choose your targets as well, or your potential targets, I should say. So very, very cool scam coming up. This is only available for 24 hours on Christmas Day, so do keep that in mind. It is not longer like the other scams. It does not last the duration of the banner. Okay, next. We got some new character announcements. We have Yatima Grand. This is a playable Yatima, very likely the Water Exalto character. We have Permanent Alatea. We don't know what element. We have Raphael. This is 99.9% wind, of course, the Primarch. And then we have Indara, or Indala, it might be localized slightly differently, who is the Snake Zodiac. Now, Snake Zodiac at the moment is almost certainly dark. And we can tell that from the anniversary trailer because all the characters have this sort of like element swipe effect. So Chicken here is dirt, so she gets this brownish, orangey sort of one. Vajra here is water, so she gets blue. And of course, at the end of this, we get Indara with the purple. So Indara is very likely dark Zodiac. She'll be on New Year's, of course. And then not only that, we will be getting... Where is... Orologia, there we go. Not only that, we will be getting Orologia on New Year's as well. So this is the Provenance Summon this year. If you guys don't know what a Provenance Summon is, it's a particular set of summons in the game, a series of summons which are unticketable and unsparkable. So you can't use a subtix on them, you can't spark them on the banner. The only way, guaranteed way to get them is a Sierra ticket. So to give yourself the best chance to not use a Sierra ticket, I highly recommend sparking this banner because it is the only time Orologia will ever be rate up on 6%. These summons also tend to be very strong. Other summons in this series include like Belial, Bubs, 000 Yatima. All of them are very relevant. Likely Orologia will be very relevant too, so we'll see once the summon comes out. But yeah, normally saving a spark for this banner is very, very good because not only will they be there, but Snake Zodiac of course will be there, and one of these 2 grands will also be there. At the moment, I think Raphael will be Legend, but the stream didn't say which one's which. I'm only saying Raphael I think is Legend because 3 out of the 4 Primarchs, sorry, 2 out of the 3 Primarchs so far have been Legend on New Year's, so Raphael might follow that. We'll see. Anyways, next up, we have a new uncap for Lucius. This will be revealed in the December story event at the end of December. So yeah, very cool. This is Dark Lucius. And then in this event also, you'll be getting a very rewarding Seraphic Weapon uncap set, Ultima Weapon uncap set, and a Dark Opus uncap set as well. They also said there'll be special like rings and earrings. We don't exactly know what this means, but yeah, very, very rewarding for a end of year event. This is the first time they've done something like this, so I think we can maybe expect something like this for like future December events, which is really, really nice. Okay, let's move on. These are some paid outfits. These will cost 3,000 MOBA coin, and they will come with a 10 full ticket as well. But we have Percy, we have Horus, and we have a Neo as well. Okay, and then looking into the future, in January, we will get a new ROTB character. And just like the other Saints, which is like Ami, Chichiri, Uruki, and Shushuku, this character you will be able to recruit in ROTB by getting a weapon, that claw-looking thing there, and by uncapping the weapon, and then by leveling the Wonder, you'll be able to upgrade their skills. And their name at the moment is Koku, and they're related to Kirin. And yeah, so very, very cool stuff there. On January 17th, we will get these new Wonders. So these new Wonders are based on achievements in the game. It's sort of a slightly different system than usual, but here's what's going on. So the top one is how many M1s you've killed. So each M1, if you've killed 2,000 times, you will get a 3% drop rate increase. The second one is for M2s, and the third one is for the 6 dragons. M2s gives you element power, or element attack, sorry, and then dragons gives you damage cap. Now, before you panic, these 2,000 kills are retroactive. They mentioned that on stream. So don't worry, you don't have to do 2,000 battles as soon as the event releases on January 17th. Anything you've done previously will count towards this. Now, as far as I know, there is no way to check how many you've done so far. So I think that will only be possible on January 17th. But at the very least, this is all very, very cool stuff. You can farm up if you're missing these particular things. Now, these Wonders do work in Guild War, they mentioned on stream. So something to note there. And then the other one is a Wonder, which basically let you get as you recruit more characters into your roster. So when you get 300 characters, you get 0.5% damage amplification. And then when you recruit 600, you get another 0.5. And then every 10 after that, you get 0.1% damage amplification. So if you want to check how many characters you own in the game, this will include Rs and SRs. You can go to menu, you can go to profile. You'll see that I'm on my alt here, but ignore that. You scroll down and you go to achievements, and then you can see your characters here. So this number here will be the one that determines which Wonders you get, right? So there's that. This one I'm a little bit mixed on. So this Wonder, the M1, M2, and Dragon one, I don't really mind about that. I think this is a good thing to add. This one I'm a little bit mixed on, just because, like, even though on my main account this benefits me because I have over 700 or something characters, I think it'll be a little bit annoying as someone as a guide maker and on advanced grids where my setup works because I have a lot more characters than the other person. Like if I have like 800 characters and the other person only has like 600 characters, maybe my setup works and theirs doesn't because they're missing a little bit of damage amp, and damage amp is a somewhat significant stat too. So this one I'm mixed on. We'll see how it actually plays out, but yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this, but maybe it won't be too bad in practice. We'll see. At the very least, it gives people more incentive to collect more characters, which is always good, which is always something which is fun in a gacha game. All right, next we have a new side story being added, which will be Elegy for Auld Lang Syne. In this event, you can get Joy. Joy overall is just a fun collection type character that you can get, but also has a little bit of HL usage, mainly because Joy has a maximum HP of, where is it? I think it's just 1, right? Oh no, 108, yeah. So has a very low max HP, which means that for entry triggers, they just take the plane and then die immediately. So if you need to bring like a full wind frontline, Joy is a really, really good sacrifice character for that. So yeah, there's that. All right. And then next, on January 22nd, we will get a quality of life update, which is that you can open 20 boxes at a time. So in Guild War, in boxing events, you can just start opening 20 full boxes at a time. You don't have to do one by one anymore. Very, very cool change. And then in January sometime, there will be a rebalance to all the illustrious, not all, sorry, these 6 illustrious weapons, mostly the underused ones essentially. We'll have to see how these go, because yeah, these 6 for the most part have been definitely underutilized. We shall see. All right, and then probably with the January subticks on January 1st, we will be getting we'll be able to subtix these summons which weren't previously able to be subtixed. So that's the Disciples, the Dynamis, which is Grand Order and Kaguya, and then 2 of the Providence series, which is Baha and Lucy. Very cool change. If you're missing some of these, you might want to grab them. I'll talk about these in the subtext video, so I won't mention them here. And then, of course, in January, we get our Zodiac uncap, which is a Sidala this year, the Zodiac. So, yeah, I'm excited for this one. I think Sidala could definitely use an FLB at this point, so we'll have to see what awaits her. And then also another quality of life update, which is that in the quest exchange item trade material menu, you can now do multiple steps. Previously, you could only do like 1 step behind, which is always a little annoying, but it looks like you can just sort of do this now, which is very, very cool. And then in February, we get a Negima collab event. I think this is a favorite for a lot of people who have a lot of nostalgia for this particular event. On stream, apparently they said that there is no gacha collab characters for this particular collab, so that's always a positive, right? I don't know if that means that they're never doing it again, or if that's just for this particular collab, but yeah, either way, we get these 2 characters, and oh, sorry, I think that's a summon, but yeah, these 2 characters and that summon there. Okay, and then in February, we get a big, they said big on stream, rebalance for all the Eternals. Probably this will modernize their kit a little bit. I think this is always good. Eternals should be something that players can, like, it gives players a long time goal to work towards, right? And if your long time goal is worthless, like if they're not used, then it feels really bad. So I think the Eternals getting a big rebalance is definitely needed. I hope to see some of these underutilized characters perhaps get a bigger rebalance than others. We'll have to see. And just on the note of the Eternal rebalance, I just found out about this particular tweet, is that in the live Q&A, Katoro Emily asked the dev team about the Eternals, and basically they gave this response. And pretty much they're saying, hey, it's hard to make a character that's good everywhere, so their goal is to make the Eternals be really good at one specific thing. And they sort of go into a bit of depth about each character. So Uno, they want the character to be really good at defenses, and whose offense gets more powerful the harder the enemy hits. Song is going to be really good at debuffs and gain strength when the enemies are debuffed. Sarasa will be really good in low health, so enmity range. Katoro will be really good at using his damage skills in long fights. They'll hit harder and he'll use them more often as the fight goes on. Hornf will be really good at healing and clearing debuffs, and apparently if she revives, she'll grow even more powerful. 6 dodges enemy attacks, and when the conditions are right, he's the best there is at dealing damage, so probably like if he takes no damage, he does a lot of damage. CAT will be the backbone of a charge attack party, unrivaled at clearing omens. Octo will reach the biggest numbers on his charge attacks. Neo will be the strongest at supporting her allies and inflicting debuffs, and then Essa will be giving drop rate and also dealing the best damage if the enemies are in break. So we get a little bit more direction on what those rebalances will look like, which is very, very cool. And then also in February, we get some other new player related stuff, which is Sierra Cards Academy Step 8, which will include materials and things to help you recruiting Eternals. So if you're missing some of them, you could do that. And then also in February, there'll be a Lyria's Journal side story, Lyria's Journal story update, sorry, I can't talk, where you'll be able to play multiple story events in like full auto. So we'll just go through them in sequence, and you can also bookmark stories so that you know where you stopped. All right, and that's pretty much it for all the things announced. No, I lied. I forgot about the anniversary stuff. So these are updates that are further away. These will be closer to anniversary, but there is Shield Swan, Ultimate Mastery. There are these artifacts. Yes. So artifacts, I think the name might scare some people because it's very similar to Genshin's thing, and the system also looks very similar, but I wouldn't panic just yet. Basically, it looks like artifacts are a item that you can equip on one character, so one artifact per character, and the thing that you can equip is based on their element, their style, attack, defense, blah, 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 and weapon specialty. If you match all three of those, you can equip it onto a character, and basically these artifacts will come with, it sounds like random stats, and you can upgrade them, and a random stat of those will get upgraded, I believe. Now, this is all Google Translate, so keep in mind it might be slightly incorrect. But yeah, I wouldn't panic just because this system seems very similar to something like the ring system that's currently in the game, this one, which is essentially small bonuses but randomized stats that you can use to upgrade your characters slightly. I feel like the artifact system will be something very similar to this, but just another layer, I suppose. So there's that. Why is Grimnir moving like that? I don't know. But anyways, there's that. And then anniversary, there are also some quality of life updates. They'll be adding a new pro menu, so you can view all your pro skips in one screen, which is always nice. And then your stashes in the game. So over here, you will be able to use summon stashes as weapon stashes, which is often the case because summon stashes you really only need one these days. So the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you can use as weapon stashes, which is awesome. All right, I think that's about it of what they added. Oh yeah, there is this one final thing, Fernwalker. Essentially, this is like a, if you guys ever played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it's like the mercenary missions there. You send out your characters on like a little expedition and they'll come back with EXP, some items, some treasures, things like that. But yeah, this has no date announced. We'll have to see. Maybe we get more information at anniversary. Okay, and I think that about covers it for all the anniversary stuff that was announced. Like I said, wait for the Grand Weapon Ticket. I'll be making that video very shortly, and I'll also make a Superlative Weapon Ticket video as well. So, as always, thank you for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. I very much enjoyed Festival this year. I think it's one of the best GB Feses they've ever done. If you have a chance, go watch the character lives and the cast stage stuff. It was all very, very fun. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye. Bye-bye.